I've just watched the Moana live action version film, and I'm undecided as to if it's worth the cinema trip. Hi, I'm Chi Chi. Let me explain. Now, I haven't seen the cartoon version of Moana, so just to let you know. So I'm coming at this having seen this film for the first time. And in terms of the vibe of this film, I liked it. It was fun. There, I don't think it was as funny as it may or could have been. But that isn't a bad thing. But I just didn't get the hear the audience laughing. And yes, it was a mixture of kids due to this, due to the rating of the movie. I think I liked it because I don't get to see, you don't get to see Polynesian culture represented in many mainstream films. So it was really great to learn and would make me want to learn more about the Polynesian culture just in general. I did feel there were some really emotional moments. So it did appeal to me and, it made me more engaged in the film. In this film, the most standout actress was, of course, the lead actress playing Moana, which was Catherine Lagaia. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. I thought she was absolutely amazing. I really was invested in her acting and her character portrayal. So that was really well done. And I'm sure, again, future star, absolutely amazing. And you felt yourself rooting for her in that film. And you also had Dwayne Johnson as the lead character there, but he played a very muted performance, which I was surprised about because normally he plays these really outrageous sort of characters. And here he seemed very much, very muted, which was surprising. So actually for me, it was actually more engaging than I've seen him in other films. If you're enjoying this review and you'd like to join Chi Chi Cinema Club, hit subscribe. Every week, we're deciding which films deserve the cinema experience and which are better off enjoyed from the sofa. So in this film, the chief's daughter must find a demigod to help save her island by returning a heartstone that he has stolen and that is now causing the world to die. So at the heart of this film, there are, I think, sort of three things. One is around legacy and understanding, what, how important that is. Second one is definitely around dealing with fears. And the other one is about the importance of family and how sometimes you have to disobey what you've always been told. And I think a lot of people can relate to that. Now, I liked this film. It made me feel good. I liked watching it, especially after the film finished. You kind of walk away kind of happy and you don't feel depressed or anything like that. I didn't like the CGI animals, and there was a chicken, which I'm sure in an animated version it must have been funny, but somehow this live action it just didn't make sense. And basically that chicken was like survival rations. If it had been me on a boat with a chicken and you got nothing else to eat, and maybe you want a little bit, this is the kind of thing that chicken would not have lasted long. So in live action, it didn't sort of explain the importance of it. So that was weird. I would say that if you haven't seen the cartoon, I think this film will is a good one to see. And if you are a big fan of Moana, I'm sure there are going to be people that are going to want to see the film on the big screen. I'm not sure why Disney decided to make a remake of this film. I have to say I'm not always rushing out to go to see children's cartoons. I don't have any little kids that I know that I would take. So it makes me wonder why, instead of making all these remakes, because I know they've done The Lion King, why can't they do some original content films? It would be really good for them to bring out something that hasn't been done before and made actually invested in it, because I think there are many tales you can tell such as this was great. I mean, I'm sure when the cartoon came out, it was a breakthrough because we haven't seen a mainstream film showing Polynesian culture. So I think that's great. So Disney, come on, please make some more original content films. So overall, my verdict for this is that this is leaning more towards one to enjoy from the sofa. My only exception would be that if you haven't seen the cartoon and you really just like live action with real actors, this is a great one to watch. So otherwise, what I would say is that this is one that if you didn't see it in the cinema and you saw it just streaming, you won't have missed anything. It does look beautiful, but it's let down that I just didn't, I just went to see it because I hadn't seen the cartoon, and I suspect that that's the type of people that will go and see this. So what do you think? Do you think it's one for the sofa? Let me know in the comments, and if you like to join the club for the next review, hit subscribe.